Tesla, as a business, as a company, as a stock, is in a very, very interesting position at the minute. We are seeing global protests, global boycotts of the brand, but perhaps not of the products, more of the CEO himself, Mr. Elon Musk, whose controversies I'm sure by this point you will be aware of. We're seeing some really interesting trends in Tesla's share price, and also in consumer purchasing habits. If we have a look at the way that Tesla's sales have been going over the last couple of months, we've basically been seeing massive outflows in potential customers in sales of new vehicles. Countries like Australia, countries like Germany, rejecting the brand very, very heavily. Sales down more than 70% in both cases. Across Europe, we are seeing Tesla sales essentially drop more than 40% in most places. Most places globally are kind of seeing a pushback against Tesla due to, again, perhaps a number of factors, including a backlash on Trump and Musk's policies, a backlash on Elon Musk himself and his politics and his political stance, but also due to competition. This is worth noting. Globally, we are seeing cheaper and arguably better alternatives to Tesla at the minute, right? Tesla cars, for a long time, have been the only electric brand, the only electric cars that you would want to buy. If you wanted a good electric car that was relatively affordable, you'd go for a Tesla. But in today's market, that is not the case, or perhaps that's not the only option. Companies like BYD are offering very, very cheap electric vehicles, now are rivaling Tesla, perhaps even taking over in some markets. And it is true, right? The amount of BYD cars I see nowadays, I've never heard of this brand past, 6 months, a year or two ago. Now, they're everywhere. These cars are relatively cheap, they look quite nice, and they are seemingly of decent quality. Tesla's sales are dropping globally with political headwinds and fierce EV rivals throwing up challenges. So all of this is crucial to acknowledging the Tesla situation right now. And another thing that's very, very crucial is looking at the Cybertruck, because the Cybertruck has been recalled. We are seeing a lot, if not all, Cybertrucks being recalled, and if you've seen the video on YouTube by Whistling Diesel, you will know why. Essentially, it seems that it's this part here, this piece of trim at the top, that goes around the window and comes around the back of the car to about here, that simply falls off. It's dangerous. It could be dangerous to people inside of the vehicle, owners of the vehicle. It could be dangerous to other road users. It's simply not appropriate for use. So Tesla's recalled this, fair enough. They are looking to repair it. But it's another story, perhaps at a bad time for the company. Now, in all fairness, it's not all going bad. One thing that we've seen over the last day or two is Tesla's share price actually surging. Today, Tesla stock is up by, I think, more than 10%, near it on 12% today. And this relates apparently to a number of reasons. We're seeing a lot more retail members buying the stock. According to JP Morgan, apparently 7.3 billion worth of retail cash has flown through Tesla in the last couple of weeks. And do bear in mind that this comes at a time where Tesla's stock is down by 50%. All of this helps to boost Tesla's price to earnings ratio back up to near record highs, which Musk warned could lead to the stock crashing like a souffle being smashed by a sledgehammer. Now that might sound a bit contradictory to something that you've heard recently, because just the other week we've heard Elon Musk essentially suggesting that people should hang on to their Tesla stock. So how can he say that it's likely or possible to decline? Well, of course, this is not coming out now. Elon Musk did actually say something along these lines in the last couple of weeks. But what we're seeing over the past couple of years is that last time Tesla traded at these levels, Musk warned Tesla employees that the stock could get crushed, quote unquote, like a souffle being smashed by a sledgehammer, if it didn't show profit growth. Now here's where things get particularly interesting for where Tesla is right now. Again, no matter what you think of the company, no matter what you think of the boycotts politically, the boycotts of Tesla dealerships, all of these things, irrespective of that, let's just even take that out of the picture. We've still got news about the Tesla Cybertruck being recalled, although I don't really think the Cybertruck is their main profitable vehicle. It's a Model 3, the Model S, the Model Y. They're the best Tesla cars for sales. But even then, we've got cheaper, perhaps better rivals coming in from China and other markets. Also, the premium market appears to be getting snatched from Tesla too. If you're looking for a luxury electric car or a semi-luxury, now Tesla's not your only option. You don't need to get a Model 3 or a Model S. There are electric BMWs, electric Mercedes-Benz coming out, other big brands that people are interested in. So many competitors now to Tesla. It's kind of at a point where their USP, it's not that unique anymore. It's absolutely not that unique anymore. Again, this is what we see as the overview of the global electric car market. Look from quarter 123 up to now, Tesla's share is shrinking. And bear in mind, this doesn't even factor in quarter 1 2025 results, which could be significantly weaker, as a lot of people look to essentially get rid of their Tesla cars, and a lot of people may buy new vehicles from other manufacturers. Now, there may potentially be an argument for the electric car market not being that strong, but that quickly gets dismissed when we look at the broad picture, right? The broader picture of the electric vehicle market in today's economy is quite strong. Let's take Europe, for example, where Tesla sales have been down, again, in some markets, as much as 70% plus. Well, overall, in Europe, for example, we have seen Tesla sales drop with an increase in the broader EV market. Overall, EVs in Europe surging nearly 34%. Other manufacturers are taking the advantage. We are seeing Tesla lose a lot of value off of its share price, lose a lot of sales in Europe. And again, what we're seeing now is, what's really telling is that Tesla's poor showing comes during an otherwise promising period for electric cars. This is true. New EV sales have grown by 34% in January to 124,000 units, despite overall new vehicle registrations declining by 3%, right? So car sales as a whole going down marginally, but if there's a sector that's going up, it's electric cars. Traditionally, maybe Tesla would have been the one to take advantage of this, but due to a number of different factors, it's just not coming at a good time for them. Just absolutely not. So many new competitors from China, competitors from traditional European car brands like Volkswagen, a real big competitor for them there, BMW, Mercedes. It's not what it once was for Tesla. The question is, though, is this going to reflect in the share price? Is it going to continue to reflect in the share price, or is the decline done? It's really interesting, though, that we're seeing the updates that we're seeing from the company. It's a very, very challenging time for them. We'll see how they cope with it.